then you are the sucker. Guys around here will tell you, you play for a living. It's like any other job. You don't gamble. You grind it out. Your goal is to win one big bet an hour. That's it. Get your money in when you have the best of it. Protect it when you don't. Don't give anything away. That's how I've paid my way through half of law school. A true grinder. See, I learned how to win a little at a time. But finally I've learned this. If you're too careful, your whole life can become a fucking grind.
All right, guys, that wasn't the smoothest transition from the Rounders clip on the Starting Soon stream. All right, if you're just tuning in, Chris and I are going to be your commentators for today's match with Carl versus Anthony. I'm going to give them the text here right away to shuffle up and deal in about 2 seconds flat. There is a 5-minute delay, guys, just to protect the integrity of the game. Otherwise, people could, text them what the whole cards are. They're not going to be watching the chat or the stream. They're going to just be focusing on playing. And if there is a little bit of lag or whatnot, we've got a lot going on to make it happen live with the whole card cams. Chris is calling in with me with his webcam. We got 3 or 4 webcams on the poker table there. So going to do our best to make sure that it's flawless for you guys. But there might be a few glitches and hiccups along the way. All right, I'm going to give them the text here to fire it up. And Carl's double checking here. Yeah. All right, we're going to jump on over to the screen here. I'm going to give them the cue to shuffle up and deal. Shuffle up and deal. All right.
All right, this is exciting.
You can see Carl having a little fun there. I just gave him the cue.
All right, what do you think, Trevor? Who do you have in this match? You've played with both these guys. You know what they're like.
I have. I ended up playing Carl when we did our heads up tournament bracket at Christmas there. I guess that's already 2 years gone by. And I knocked Carl out and he was my first opponent, but I think he was just a little aggressive. We were excited, but Carl's got some moves. He likes to amp up the aggression. I was a commentator on your match when it was you and Anthony. And Anthony's got more of a conservative approach, for the most part, kind of bobbing and weaving, but then he throws in some completely random and unobscure bluffs, so it's hard to say. It's hard to say how it's going to go down. It'll be dependent on, what's dealt. Is there any good spots? But so we can see Carl with the Jack-5 here, and Anthony with the 10-5.
Yes. And Carl's on the button, it looks like.
Yes, and I'm going to switch screens here. Sorry to interrupt the action. We'll play this hand out. I didn't explain what the format is. So for those tuning in, the format, basically each player put up $1,000, and it's a $2,000 goes to the winner, and it's a best of 3 heads up sit and go style. So I'm going to switch screens here, Chris. Hopefully we don't miss too much of the action, but here is the match details. So each player's starting stack is exactly the $1,000. The players have elected to basically go with this format. Anthony was saying, 10 hands at 1-2, another 10 hands at 2-5. It's going to go fairly quick, and then eventually they're going to cap it at the 20-40 blind level and just play it out from there. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Hey, maybe can we get Anthony's bag of pretzels or whatever that is out of the way so we can see his stack? Do you think that
I can shoot them a message?
Yeah. Anthony's pretzels, it looks like a bag of pretzels, and that makes sense because that guy is super salty, right? You gotta admit.
All right. So I missed what their whole cards were, but we got a flop of Ace 7-3.
Looks like was a check.
Sorry, I actually just turned the volume back on so we can hear them. I had it muted before, so just for me and Chris talking, but we do have volume and a microphone set up for the players here. I can hear the chips clinking now. Although Chris can't, just the way we have it set up.
Well, bet by Anthony, a call by Carl. A river 5. So there's a possible flush on board. We don't know what they have right now. I didn't see the whole cards either.
Oh, okay.
$150.
Oh, and Carl snap calls him, or yeah. Anthony tables
Pocket queens!
pocket queens for Carl, and Anthony scoops a pot. Wow. Okay. That's a little unfortunate for Carl because the pocket queens heads up. That's a pretty strong hand.
Yeah. I think I once heard, there's a joke me and Willie had a few times when we were playing one of our cash games. Carl goes, "Oh, I got a medium strength pocket pair." He had queens. I'm like, I think it's a little bit stronger than medium strength there, Carl. So if you're Carl, it might only be a medium strength pocket pair.
Yeah.
Or the third best starting hand. It's up to you. You decide.
I wouldn't doubt if Anthony raises here, to be honest.
Carl with Jack 8 offsuit. Anthony with some suited connectors.
Okay.
Check.
Wait, did you say Carl had Jack 8?
Yes.
Oh yeah, so this is a really interesting flop because Anthony's got bottom pair, Carl's open-ended.
Sorry, there's a little music there. I think Carl followed the Card Shark exchange. That's the follow notification. Open-ended with Anthony having a pair of 4s here.
Yeah. Anthony's betting away. See, the thing with Anthony is he's like, I got a pair, I gotta be good. And so he'll barrel in with bottom pair thinking he's good all day long. If a queen or, oh, look, that's the money card. That's, Anthony is losing money here. Carl's gonna bet, Anthony's gonna call with bottom pair because he thinks he's got the nuts with bottom pair.
See, if you're one of the GTO players with the blockers, you're looking down at your 6 and you're going, okay, I blocked some of the straights with my 6. Not the Jack 8 though.
The thing is, Anthony doesn't even know how to spell GTO.
Just gonna do a few text out to a few other people here just to check in on the stream, see how it goes. I got good luck boys in the chat here from Proconator. I believe that is Mr. Anders.
Anders.
Shout out to Anders. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, Anders, just a side note, Anders is only slightly better than Anthony, who is considered to be the worst in our game. Shout out to Anders. And it looks like, just correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like Carl's made the bet and Anthony's in the tank right now, right?
Sorry, you know what? I've been tuning into you and a few other things on the 14 monitors I got here, so I missed the action. I will dial it back in here. It looks like you're correct.
Yeah, and right now Carl has the nuts, which basically means he's got the best hand. He hit his money card, and Anthony is wondering, is this a bluff, right?
Hoping you don't have 8-7.
So I don't think you heard that, Chris, but Anthony said, I wonder if you have 8-7.
Yeah.
Nope, 8 Jack.
See, man, I'm telling you, Anthony, I can read this guy like a children's book.
Nice river.
I knew right from the beginning, if Carl hit his money card, Anthony was going to lose the stack because he was going to call with bottom pair because he loves these hero calls. Loves them.
Well, Carl's quite capable of running some bluffs, so...
Oh, for sure.
It's one of those things, it's hard to let go when you know your opponent's capable of barreling off. The 9 deuce of diamonds, and Anthony's got a pretty hand here, the Queen Jack of hearts.
I just didn't think it was the Jack 8.
I just want to hear the all-in flag and go.
You wouldn't believe what I called you with.
And we got a best of 3 matchup, right? So they're going to play 3 matches, entire stack. Once the stack is gone, then they go play another match, and the first one to win the best of 3 is the champ, right?
Yeah, so first player to win 2 matches or best of 3. Yeah, I think that's the format, unless something changes, but they haven't indicated otherwise. I missed the
And
hole
this is-
cards again.
That's okay, because Anthony has Queen Jack of Hearts and Carl has 9
right.
Deuce of Diamonds.
That's
So this
right.
is another interesting flop. Heads up, like you don't really see this too often, right? Where people are connecting and hitting their cards.
Yeah, we got top pair versus second pair. Turn
And
goes
we-
check, check.
Check, check. Like this is a weird hand. They're both playing this one a little bit weird, and Anthony's gonna get paid off for sure. No way Carl folds this hand. He's got second pair.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
It's a small,
but-
yeah, it's a small bet. I think Carl's calling this all day long. Whoa! Okay, I was wrong.
Lays it down. I tried to coach the boys and like do a few hole card cams so that it's not just one quick one and then we don't see. I'm like, do a couple. But
Like, I can't
they
believe
might
nobody
be too
set a
dialed in
flop
and
for
forgot
what's
already.
the lowest high
Yeah.
score I call with. You're only one. And this is our 6th hand now. Have you been putting in the chips?
I got 2.
Ander says there might be a smidge of echo on
Yeah, there should
Chris's mic.
1, 2, 3.
Not
4,
sure.
5.
And if you want it, can you see the chat as well, Chris? Because you can just pull up Twitch on the Twitch chat from my channel on another section
Yeah.
of the monitor.
I'll try that.
King 9 for Anthony.
7th hand. Blind's gonna be going up soon.
But we had a cooler. I had bottom pair and he had a straight. Can't help but get the money in with it.
Cool with the first hand with your suck out of my queens. That was the cooler.
Check. 15.
I'm just trying to pull up the Twitch here, so I'm just a little distracted. But, just an interesting thing here, Trevor, as we're, getting into the match. I did have a chance to go on to Bet365 and
Okay.
look at the odds maker on this match, and you can bet everything on that, right? And
Bet the farm.
yeah, well, and so they've got this on there. Believe it or not, it's on there. And there's a few things like the odds for Anthony to have a heart attack before the end of the match is 4 to 1.
4 to 1 on that.
Yeah. The odds for Anthony to have a stroke while mid-hand is 6 to 1. And the odds for Anthony to win this match, like they didn't even list it because Carl is just a shoe-in. So
Was there a line on the time to finish the bag of pretzels? Anything on the pretzel front?
well, I'm surprised it's not finished already. To be honest with you, between that can of Coke and that bag of pretzels, I didn't think it was going to last 5 minutes, but I would have lost that bet.
Shout out to Roll Gold for sponsoring this. Isn't it Roll Gold?
Yeah.
Owned your ass.
I was thinking about doing it for quarters.
Okay. Why? Oh, there we go. Okay. I'll mute.
Okay, so this.
Yeah, there'll be nothing in the Twitch chat yet because you just joined. It doesn't show the previous, just whatever once you joined. But yeah, said there's a smidge of echo. I don't know. Could be even something on my end. Like there's a lot going on.
Yeah, maybe just from pick up my voice and replaying it, because I know I can see that there's a smidge of delay on my camera there.
That's true. I could try turning down my desktop. Smidge. Try that.
Check.
There we go. Okay.
15.
As long as the delay doesn't get so bad that we're talking about a hand that's already come and gone, or the camera doesn't show the hand that we're actually
This
on.
kid is luckier than they
Yeah.
are. Oh my god.
I think this is the last hand at this level, and then we move up. Hands up. Next time. Next time.
You're freaking
Here.
down the river, eh?
I don't know if Chris can read this. I'm going to hold it up here.
I'd open it a straight flush draw.
I cannot read that. What does it say?
Bit of an echo when Chris talks, but none when you do. Tell Chris to get his shit together. Heyman.
Oh, Heyman. I love Herman. He's a good guy.
Did you know that there's a textile font called Herman? I had to take a picture of it because I'm like, that's hilarious. Because he gets a little worked up when people call him Herman. So it's like, I found the perfect font style to use.
There we go. Okay, we got rid of the pretzel bag. Now we can see Anthony's chip stack.
Perfect.
That is good.
Two blinds up? Yeah.
So it looks like the. So I put the mic arm on the edge of the rail there, and hopefully it's not moving too far off, or it looks a little wobble. The dealer was great. He seems pretty on the ball. He taped up the lighting in the background. He was playing. He was checking things out. So he's very diligent, but hopefully it doesn't come crashing down. A flop cam.
All right, what we got? 9-3 and Queen 8.
Can you see the Twitch chat now? You're getting hollered at again.
Yeah, I'm getting told that invest in some noise canceling headphones. That's exactly what I'm wearing. So I'm like, well, I guess I could invest more. I don't know.
All right, let's dial back into the action here.
Yeah.
Been having too much fun with the ad. All right, so we got Ace 4 versus 2-4.
All right.
Not gonna lie, I would take either of those hands.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say Carl's, but
little known fact is that Deuce 4 is actually Anthony's favorite hand. So.
Speaking of fours, one hit the flop. It's covering the. I think that's the cord that is covering the flop cam, just a smidge, but well.
Yeah.
65.
I'm not too sure who Eat the Nuts is, but thanks for the comment. Great job, guys. Or great job, gents.
Oh wow! Look, the case 4 comes up. They both think they've got the nuts right now. This is going to be an interesting hand. Because Anthony's got the best of it.
Yeah, Carl. It's so hard to have trips here. You're not like even worried about kicker issues. You're thinking, oh, I got a Jack Queen, King Jack, just absolutely trapped, right?
Yeah. And like Anthony is playing this well right now. Like I don't really give Anthony credit ever, but he's playing this decent. He's going to put some chips in the middle.
350.
What do you think? Carl comes over the top, or does he just flat?
Trying to see what. Did you say 3? It looks like 350. What was Carl's bet? Interesting.
Down.
Yeah, does Carl just flat? Is he ever worried?
I don't think so. Like in a
No,
heads-up
there it
match like
goes.
this,
Yeah, chips go in the middle. Snap call.
Fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
Fucking cool.
And that's that's the first match.
10.
Yeah.
Jack 10.
You know,
Better than that.
I
You're still
you know
rolling?
predicted that
No.
Anthony might win one of these matches, and it would come off of a very lucky hand. And this is basically what just happened.
I was sick.
Yeah.
1-0
I know you
to
can't hear
guys.
the audio. Carl just shouts, "For
We'll be
fuck's
on commission
sakes!"
while we split up the chips.
Yeah, there's nothing that you can do there. The chips are going in. I mean, it's not a board where you're worried about kicker issues. You're
100 greens each.
hoping your opponent has the jack.
That's way too.
You can see all my automated Nightbot messages that I pre-programmed kicking in. Very neutral, just cheering both sides on.
Oh, I am not neutral. I am 100% cheering for Carl. I have bet money that Carl is going to win this match. So
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, I'm going to switch back over to the info screen here while they're resetting up. Again, the match details. It is a best of 3.
I thought it was just trying to
Each player starts with 1,000. The blind levels, as you can see. Again, I don't think this has changed, but this is what both of them texted me with regards to the structure. Every 10 hands for the first 2 levels, and then 20 hands for the next 2, and then they cap it at 2040, which is effectively 25 big blind stacks, and then just play it out. So
3 matches, even if it's 5 matches, it's still there's high variance involved.
yeah, you can see the chat here. I am Jewy has joined the chat. What's the chip counts? Hard to say. I don't have that stat info. That would be a tricky one to pull off. Unless we get a mic piece for the dealer. Get him commentating coming into our ears.
Should we give it like a minute or? should we
I don't know if you
start?
saw Castleman dial back any reverb settings too. I don't know if that's on your end or my end, but I don't even know what reverb means. So
Yeah, I
That's
can
on
turn
you, dude.
stuff down. Like,
In all honesty, aside from like the thing, like
Oh, Carl's got pocket 8s.
I think I'm a favorite, but I think
And Anthony, I don't.
5% favorite,
Is that an 8 on the
We're-
flop? No, that's a. Yeah, look at that. Carl's got a set. I have no idea what Anthony has right now. Oh,
10 jack.
10 jack. Ooh, this is a interesting hand.
You know what would be a fun turn card?
A 9?
Maybe. Just maybe.
Or another jack, actually. Another jack would be way better.
Yeah. Or
Oh, how about just quads?
Yeah.
Carl gets quads in a heads-up match. Only
what movie is
Carl.
that from? Maverick? I've got two small pair. 8s and 8s.
Yeah. Well, let's see how okay, Anthony's betting this. I'm not surprised. He's going to be aggressive in this match for sure because he's at one match, right?
Yeah, he's got Sorry, I'm distracted by the chat.
So Carl's in the tank wondering, how much should I raise? Anthony isn't all that smart. He'll probably call with a bottom pair. I should put in a good amount. And here I am with, it looks like 250, I'm guessing, as a bet. And Anthony's like, hey, I got second pair, which is usually better than my bottom pair, or ace high that I like to call with. And why don't I just put in my entire stack? That's what Anthony's currently thinking.
And it's like we just watched a board similar to this where the turn paired the board. It's like, is it happening again? It's got to be going through his mind, right? Like, really?
Yeah.
10-9 or both. Why you still got
And just for Anders, who we know is watching, Anders, there's only 4 8s in the deck, which means that Carl has all 4 of those 8s in his hand, so he's got literally the nuts right now.
Yeah.
No, sad. I just fixed my tag this morning, actually.
Because we know Anders likes to play with wild cards and
Based on card removal effects.
yeah.
How card removal works.
getting killed back?
Oh, side note, we have a message here coming in. Can you ask Chris if Bet365 had odds on how many cans of Coke or tubs of ice cream Anthony consumes during the match?
Oh, actually, that was on there. It's funny. I didn't even get a chance to mention it. 3 cans of Coke and 1 tub of chocolate icing.
All right, there you have it. The question was posed by a viewer called Heyman again.
Yeah, Heyman knows Anthony well enough that he made a great question there. So, do you think Anthony's thinking about raising here?
With 10 jack? No, it's a calling hand at best. Like diamonds brick, 9-10 bricks, king 10 bricks.
Back. Queen.
Does he think Carl's bluffing in this spot?
I don't. If I were Anthony, having the 10 removes the bluffs because 9-10 and king 10 need a 10 to have that bluff there. But I don't know. Carl will be betting the same way with a queen. He puts in the chips.
Puts in the 250 and it's look at that bitch.
Quadzilla.
Yeah, Quadzilla.
That my analysis was right.
And Anthony just took a little bit of
Have fucking
piece of humble pie.
you have-
Good job,
you have
Carl.
nuts or you have nothing there?
I might text the dealer, see if we can deal the flop a little to the right so we're kind of out of the way of that one chord, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get Rob to just
blocked all the
move the
hands that I
cord or
really
something.
Maybe he can just stand there and hold it the whole time. He was giving me flack earlier while we were setting it up. He's like, no one wants to hear this, Trevor. And I'm like, Rob, get out of my shot. Get out of my frame, buddy. Go over there and hold the cord. Help the dealer out. Stop being so lazy.
Also, looking at the chat, I'm pretty sure Rob is Eat the Nuts.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is a sick hand. Did you see the cold cards?
I saw Anthony has jacks. What's Carl got here?
Pocket 8s.
Another paired board. Oh, 8s again. Did the
Again.
dealer even shuffle or just give him his cards back?
Yeah, probably just gave him his cards back. I don't even know if Carl threw him back to the dealer, actually. The paired 9s might slow the action down, and it looked like it would check, right?
That turn card, I mean, Carl's seeing another street. Like, that's a safe turn card. It's hard for
Yeah.
your opponent to have a 9 or an overpair. You're not worried about the 5. You're not worried about 7s or 6s. Like, it's...
30?
You're seeing a river.
For sure. And unless Carl gets lucky here, he's going to be losing chips. He's putting it in all the way to the river, I think. That might slow both of them down.
Anthony, check back. I don't know if I'd check back that queen. How many queens get to the river there? Which one? I think I'm betting on the river if it were me.
Yeah.
In the house. You see that first fucking lucky sack of shit? Oh,
That's four for in case I can get some more
There's our
bets.
buddy Jerry Can in the background.
Jerry can.
The camera's there, so you're on camera right now, just so you know.
the camera's on. You can sit in the corner over here, bro.
What do we got here? We got Carl. Anthony's got. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
So what did Anthony have? Ace 4 and the old Dewey 6.
the only card he's
Okay.
gonna get paid. The
It's a
only
suited
card.
do 6, so.
And then he wants.
And then
That's
he's,
something.
And then he's saying that I got lucky when he just swapped made quads on me.
Hey, I didn't call it hair.
Yeah, I'll see if he can. The cameras.
1-0.
I'll send the boys a text.
Luck sack versus me.
Yeah, just that cord's in the way, huh? Ace 4. Anthony's got bottom pair, and he loves bottom pair.
Check.
Oh, yeah. Carl nails the river, makes the bet, and Anthony makes a snap call. Oh, wait. He's thinking.
Retract.
I just realized there was a heart.
His balls like, oh shit.
My two hi-
Where'd my balls go?
my too high probably isn't very good here.
You see that? You see that?
The 2 high isn't probably very good here.
Oh shit.
Anthony doing some chatting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he folds. Okay. Well,
Carl shows a 4.
Yeah, but it's just
Nice.
there.
I guess you're gonna find out on TV later, bro.
So again, those tuning in, there is a 5-minute delay just to protect the integrity of the game.
and I don't know if anybody realizes this, but Anthony and Carl, they did make a bet here. Like it says on the bottom, $2,000 heads-up battle. What that means is that whoever wins this match wins $2,000, which happens to be Anthony's whole net worth, and also happens to be just the pocket change that Carl had in his pocket that day. So,
Only part that gets him paid.
Carl's enjoying this, I think. 3-2-2. Queen 3.
But then he did walk.
Queen 3 versus. Do we see
Is this
Anthony's?
the 4th paired flop in a row?
Maybe it was the correct call, but
I think you're right.
actually had quads.
Quads.
You can have quads straight or I'm winning. And
Correct calls. Calling into quads.
Can the boys hear us while we're talking?
I made the correct.
They can't hear us. I can hear them because I'm watching their streams to grab the webcam. So I left one mic on, so I can hear them. I don't think you can unless you're also watching that stream. But
No, I'm not able to hear
No.
them other than like a faint whisper at times. But
yeah. But I've been texting Carl. He's got his phone at least for any technical issues and stuff. So
That's right. Give myself a little challenge. Little challenge. Tiny little challenge.
hey, you got a chip lead in this one. This is your first and only chip lead that you're gonna have for the entire tournament.
all right, turn the mic up, and they're shit talking. Anthony's like, "This is gonna be your first and only chip lead for the entire match here."
7-3 over there.
Didn't have a good
Anthony's biggest downfall is that his ego is bigger than his brain.
fucking quads. Pookie, how do you deal in quads?
I know. I was like, man, I hope this guy just grabs some raisin cakes. I'm like, yeah, finish your mom.
Anders says he's enjoying the stream, picking up some tips from the pros here.
I think it was when I mentioned that there was only 4 cards of one particular,
Oh, that could be the delay. He's just
Yeah.
typing in the chat now, even though we did it 5 minutes ago. That's probably how the chat works with the delay.
yeah.
We'll have to remember that.
We got too many people in here watching the stream. 35. Alright, 10.
I missed the whole cards again. 10-5, I thought, for Carl.
You know what? I missed it as well.
And Rob is gonna hold the court. All right, Rob, stand right there. Yeah.
I think it might be the
Or it's
plastic
the-
of the mic.
Or it's the edge
mic
of the boom arm. You're right, the circular ring there. I'm gonna text Rob. I got Rob's number here too. Like, great
yeah.
job, buddy.
King 4 for Anthony. So he's got top pair. And I didn't see what Carl has. But I'm guessing less than top pair. If he's thinking, and
Smelling me a rat, boy.
10-5.
Smelling me a rat.
So he's got the bottom or second bottom pair.
Fourth pair.
Yeah.
I came at it from fourth pair. You came at it from second bottom. We both landed on the 5 though. I like how we did that.
Yeah. Let's see.
Let's see. One of us comes. Bear.
75. I don't know if I can hold this hand to you, Anthony.
I don't know. Do you think Carl makes this call? I think he makes a fold. Carl can be loose at times, but he's not calling with.
Yeah, he's got 2 speeds for sure.
Yeah.
5? What you called him?
I know.
Light, very light. He bets there, but doesn't bet the jacks on that board when the queen. I find that interesting. But yeah.
No, he won the
Yeah.
first one. You didn't see the first one? No. Fucking sickest cooler ever.
Well, you know, Anthony doesn't play a typical conservative kind of
Yeah,
game.
I checked
He
raised
plays
back.
a schizophrenic kind of game where nobody knows what he's doing, even himself. He's just throwing chips in the middle.
Betting, and I raised it. No, you bet and I shoved. Oh, it was just gross. He had a fucking
Deuce 5 for Anthony.
so fucking nasty.
And
Oh,
Carl
Scorpio fucking
pocket queens. Oh, snap.
four.
All
Yeah,
right, just
Deuce
message
five.
Rob.
Yeah, Deuce 5. I can almost guarantee you Anthony's going to play this. He loves the low. Oh, he
Oh
folded.
wow.
Wow. Okay, that surprised me. He loves the low, like 2 gappers, 1 gapper. He loves those hands.
They're fun. They're fun when they hit all the low wheel cards.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit shocked that he actually folded.
Was Rob saying something? Shit, I turned down that because I was muffled. I was like, oh, well, Rob probably wanted to be heard, and then I just muted it when he came to say something.
No, it's just me not realizing.
So we got ace 10 for Carl, and I think it was 4-8 for Anthony.
40.
We got a flop coming.
273. Yeah, we gotta adjust the flop cam.
Yeah. So neither one has anything except Carl has ace high here. Anthony is just going to take a big swing at this one, and maybe I missed that action. Is there a bet by Carl?
Sorry, I missed it. I was looking at the flop cam's all blurry. I think Anthony's phone's having a hard time focusing. It got bumped there, but that's all right. Nope, there we go. Ace 10, ace high.
And Anthony, I think it was 8-4 that Anthony has. So, but Anthony does take down one on a bluff, and that smile on his face is because he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room, which IQ test says is incorrect.
Oh.
Jack 6, it looks like, and Jack 10. Okay. Now, Carl has Jack 10 in this hand, and Anthony's got the Jack 6. And Anthony just chucks it away. Okay. Good fold.
All right, so his messaging Rob there. He's gonna. There you, yeah.
Yeah, everybody jumping on the table and shaking the camera. Very precariously. Hmm?
Yeah, well, are they going to...
I'm just telling him to deal a flop because I can't see what the cards are.
Springfield Isotopes.
Okay, so we're just going to take a little technical break here.
Jersey.
Yeah, sorry guys.
And you know what,
You're
while
wel-
we're doing a technical break, I just want to say that
Simpsons team.
Anthony has officially been added to Poker's list of great disappointments. So that's that's an achievement for Anthony to make that list.
All right, I just told Rob to also watch the stream from his phone so he can kind of look at the same time as he's moving it.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good idea.
He's calling me right now. Hey, buddy. Good.
Where the start.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can either watch the stream from your phone and look at the same time, but just let's see. Just can you adjust the camera or his phone just a little bit? Just turn it so I can see which way. Other way. Yeah. Yeah, it can't see anything there. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's a little bit better. And then if he can just try, see where if he can just deal the flop a little, that's better. A little bit to the right. So if he just deals a little bit closer to Carl starting, it'll probably look good, and deal a little bit higher. Yeah. Here, just here, push push one of the cards up.
So you can see. Push it up right now so you can.
Push, yeah, okay. Yeah, and now just over, where his hand is on the 8, go further over. Yeah. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Or more, like, give it like a couple inches or.
Yeah, so a little bit more. Yeah, basically like that. So if you can, yeah, there you go. If you can, yeah, deal it like that every time, and we're golden.
He said if you can deal like that every time, we're good. So if you want to get that,
All right.
yeah, we'll move the tape so that it's.
All right, Rob. Thanks, man. All right, bye.
No problem.
Technical issues in real time with a 5-minute delay. Oh boy. There's still I think it's still sort of slightly showing, but we'll work through it.
Yeah, I think with that little adjustment, it should look good.
Yeah, it was getting a little bit too blurry.
So it looks like Carl has the chip lead right now, from what we can see by the chip stacks.
King 10 from Anthony, and Carl's got the old Ace 7 offsuit.
All right. Not two very playable hands for both these guys. Oh, and he
Did
gets
Carl
up
have the
flop.
Ace of Diamonds buried? I think he did.
I think he did. I think you're right. I didn't actually see the suit. Let's see if Carl takes a little peek at the diamond check here. Does he do a diamond check? And
You can play it two ways, right? You've got the best diamond buried. You can play it fast, you can play it slow. I think mixing it both ways.
but if he does have that ace of diamonds, it does hit. And he does bet it, and it's going to be a call.
There it
And
is.
shows the ace of diamonds.
Turn me.
So for those picking up some tips, how many cards do you need to make a flush, Chris?
Well, definitely Anders needs to know this. You need 5 cards to make a flush.
All 5 red or...
Well, they have to be the same suit, like
Oh,
a red,
okay.
red diamond, right? Can't be like red diamond and a red heart. Like that doesn't work, Anders. You need all diamonds.
What movie is that from? Ocean's 11?
Okay.
All red.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, we got ace 10 from Carl in this hand, and then what does Anthony got? We don't know.
Top.
Okay. You didn't happen to see Anthony's hand. Eh?
I caught a corner of red. I didn't see what the rest of his hand had, yeah.
Doesn't seem to matter because Carl scoops a pot.
Not that it really matters, but we should have started with me on the button for a second.
Who's winning?
With you on the button.
Juan chatting is asking, who's winning? Anthony won the first match already.
By luck is by.
Yeah.
It was that case 4 that came in.
Yeah, the case 4, and now Carl is up this match by the looks of the chip stacks, but I don't have an exact count, yeah.
Ace diamond.
Yeah. It looks like right now like a 2-to-1 chip lead is what it looks like to me. Because you just looked at the green chips, which are the $25, and the red chips, which are the $5. Those are the big denominations, and it looks like both those stacks are double.
Oh, that's a sexy hand, Anthony.
Was it King 5? Oh, that's.
I have a very fondness for the King 5. I have a fondness, yeah. You can 3-bet with it, you can 4-bet with it, you can go all in with it and get there. It's got so much versatility, the King 5. Like, it's just, it may as well be as good as aces. I think it's aces, then King 5, and then a medium strength pocket pair with queens, like Carl says.
And this is why it's hard to play against you, because conventional wisdom would not say King 5 is the second best hand. Jack 5, queen 10.
15.
And you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Carl starts applying some, you know, 2 and 3 bet pressure here on Anthony.
Sorry, I've got to start paying more attention. So Anthony limped the button with queen 10. Is that what we saw?
It looked like it, yeah.
Queen 10 suited's a limp on the button? Ooh, I don't know about that. Granted, in this particular hand, Carl probably would have just folded the jack 5, but...
Yeah.
Feeling spicy. Feeling spicy. All right.
Anthony does consider himself to be a post-flop player, where he thinks he can outplay anybody post-flop. Pre-flop, he doesn't like to get his money in, you know, overly much. So
Well, that's the Helmuthian style of play.
yeah,
The limping of the button.
yeah, and that's how, you know, he said it the other day that he was the Phil Hellmuth of our poker group, always getting rag done, but always winning.
Deuce.
Which,
Queen deuce.
by my records, he is one of the game's big contributors. But you know,
7 deuce.
Speaking of Helmuth, Mr. Phil Helmuth, he skunked Daniel Negreanu here 3 matches straight. If you've been following the heads-up matches on Poker Go, I think it concluded yesterday or the day before. But Helmuth beat Negreanu all 3 matches.
which actually kind of surprised me a little. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah. I could weigh in more on that. It's just we keep catering to Phil's style of play.
Check.
These little heads-up matches. Let's put in a volume of hands where you can reload and deep stack. I don't think he's going to come out a victor.
I don't think so either.
9-5. Little grin there from Anthony as he
I was hoping you
drags the pot, not connecting with the board, and 9-5.
Something there, Anthony?
Yeah, it was a small pot, so Carl doesn't really seem to care too much.
You had a spade. It's a good thing I pulled that set.
Go do a quick short break while they're dealing. Check the match details again. Starting stack 1,000 for those tuning in. Best of 3. Anthony's up 1 match already, and the blind structure fairly quick. I mean, they're going by number of hands.
Mine or what?
supposed to raise.
This could wrap up quickly.
Check.
I mean, the match with you and Anthony, Chris, I think we ended up going 5 hours, so this should be a much quicker pace.
Yeah, and I think that's why they're going with this style, because they don't want it to just be dragged out again.
Check.
I see the Queen 5 there from Anthony.
And that's a clear fold by Anthony, but he loves the hero call. He loves the hero call.
83.
And
Was that a... Sorry, did Carl barrel the 8-3 and Anthony called Queen High?
yeah.
Interesting.
So this is the one thing about Anthony's play is that he loves the hero call with ace high, king high, queen high. You know, even all the way down to like 9 high, just so he can say 9 high like a boss. That's Anthony. And Carl is gonna have to be a little bit cautious with some of his bluffs, I think.
Speaking of 9 high, who said that? Who coined that? I can't remember.
That was that mouthpiece. Can't remember his name. Will
Kasuf, there it is. That's
Yeah,
all I need. I'm like,
Kasuf,
it was floating around. I had the name right here. I just couldn't get it.
Yeah, Will Kasuf, and that was in the WSOP. What 2015 maybe?
6.
It's been a few years, yeah. If it weren't for him, a lot of people said this series was more entertaining to watch simply because of him being in it.
That's a
Absolutely.
big raise.
Ooh, we got a pretty hand here from Anthony. 0 action. Does Carl have anything here? What do you got? Oh, we got it. We got some action.
Ooh, this is a classic race.
So Ace King versus 6-6. Carl limping, and Anthony's gonna say no limping.
Big red and bushy eyed.
He makes it 50 more by the looks of it, or 55 more. Carl comes along. All right.
Now, what do you think? Do you think Carl should have raised that there?
Limp re-raise? I don't play that strategy, so I don't know. But I would probably, if you're gonna limp, you're probably just flat calling unless you're limp re-raising a bunch with junk and premium, and if that's your style and you're consistent, I guess. But
With Carl having a 2-to-1 chip lead, I feel like he should be a little bit more aggressive in the spots like this to put the pressure on Anthony.
speaking of aggressive, this is a fantastic board for pocket sixes. Do you think Carl takes a stand right now? and just says, "This is it. I'm moving in."
Man, it's gonna be
He should put it
over.
all in, but was Ace King? Was it Ace King of Hearts?
It was. So the 2 of hearts is very relevant right now.
Yeah, so he's got straight draw, flush draw. Carl's got straight draw as well. And if that 3 comes, that's dirty. But Carl should be putting it all in here, I think.
Just flats. Oh,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
what is? I mean, Anthony goes with it if Carl ships just because of the run up, but I mean, very interesting.
Check.
Yeah.
How many kings get here?
Right.
I knew it.
But it went
Oh,
check,
you can
check.
see, you can see Carl's disgust. Yeah, sick river.
I don't know how that goes check, check. Don't you think that there's got to be a bet from Anthony there?
I missed the river bet. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a bet.
Fucking
Yeah, there is no bet by Anthony. He misses value for sure because Carl is calling pretty much everything there, I think.
Well, the other thing too is like if the board looks safe and then that's a scare card, you're gonna bet it when you hit it, and you're gonna rep it when you don't. So you should be betting that a fair bit because it's a card that favors Anthony's raised preflop with the additional 55, right? So
For sure. Okay, so we got pocket deuces by Anthony and 6-5 by Carl. I think it was 6-5 clubs suited.
some fun hands here.
Okay. We got us paired board or pair. Oh.
Again with these turns, just insane.
Listening to their commentary.
I think that was a
They don't
bet by
like my check bet,
Anthony
I think, with the king.
Did you hear
and
that
a
one?
flat by Carl.
Check.
I win.
Shows the trips.
Honestly, Carl's missing a lot of value here because he needs to be betting more in this this match if he's going to win.
Chip.
For those counting, that's Coke sip number 38.
Just getting lucky.
Yeah.
Trips, quads,
I should have a counter on screen.
Yeah.
trips, quads.
I get a queen.
And in the chat we got Anders Procanator saying Chris would get crushed in PLO, way too complicated.
Probably,
Stick to the 2-card game.
Bet. Ace queen. Just
There's a
because
reason why
queen
Anders is
calls
on the
down.
sideline. His commentary is horrible and inaccurate.
Some
I do have, let's see if I can do this. Where did I put it here?
I also have
So I put a little dollar sign. Let's see where I put it here.
straight draw.
Why can't we hit the straight? That makes my flush. That would be
Oh, that's too hard to work with right now. I had one other little graphic, a dollar sign I thought maybe we could put next to who's winning, but does it mean who's winning this match or who's winning overall? So I'm just going to turn it off. 3-10-6 rainbow.
And when check, very small pot. Carl's putting in some money. Very small bet. White chips, like, what's that, $3?
16.
That looks like a raise or a call. That's a raise.
Little mid raise.
Can you bet white chips at this stage? Come on now. Is this 2-5 rules?
Are they playing 1-2 or 2-5?
Not getting into since I'm not
Looks
doing
like
that,
2-5, yeah.
Plan is to-
Yeah.
is I brought the pretzel bags. I was gonna.
Oh yeah,
do,
because the blinds are going up
time I
every
did big
10
bluff,
hands, I
was
think
gonna
it was.
do KGB.
Gosh,
KGB
I should know what we're doing here.
Baby, eat away.
All right, let's see. What do we got?
Give it.
King 10 of hearts and 9-3.
That was my plan. That's why I brought the pretzels. I could see.
Carl raises. He doesn't limp.
Yeah.
So this is a 3-betting hand. If I'm Anthony, I'm 3-betting here.
It was 7.
Looks like he's grabbing raisin chips. And that should be the end of it.
I think that's the first good play I've seen of Anthony this match.
Yeah. For 20 hands, yeah. So you can bring those all out and then we'll start counting them.
And you know what? I should just clarify. It's not that Anthony's stupid. He just has really bad luck when it comes to thinking. That's all.
Jack 2 and Jack 3.
It's a fold. Yeah. Just garbage hands.
Considering this is our first live stream, I think we're ready to give Live at the Bike a run for their money. I don't know about your thoughts, Chris, but we're pretty up there as far as live poker streams go.
You know what? And the commentary between me, you, and Aaron, like, not gonna lie, like, there's no stream that's gonna be able to compete with what we got.
Boom arm with a phone.
Yeah,
Doesn't get much better than that.
this is high tech.
Yeah. Hey, you work with what you got.
Yep. Okay, we got a flop, and I believe it was King 10 with Anthony and 10-7 with Carl.
Interesting. Speaking of kings,
Oh, yeah. Well, that should be the end of this hand. Oh, it gets to a river. How does this get to a river with no bet? So much missed value. I don't understand.
yeah, there isn't much. There's got to be more turn and river betting.
100.
Especially, like, you know, there's a heart draw. You know, you got a possible straight draw that's on there. You know, you got to be betting to shake out some of these hands, but also to get value from those that are chasing.
Charge the draws.
Exactly.
So I see some more comments in the chat box here. You want to field this this question there, Chris? Because I think it's
which one?
directed at you.
So, hey Trevor, I can't remember who won when Anthony played Chris heads up, and he says, I guess that's why he's been retired to the booth. You know, there's definitely a lot of controversy surrounding that heads up match. I think Anthony was taking some performance enhancing drugs and actually wasn't as dumb as he normally was. So I think I got fooled. Wish we
Test results came back inconclusive. We couldn't make a ruling.
Yeah. We got 10-3 and ace. Was it ace deuce?
Ace
Yeah,
deucey.
deuce. Yeah, and that's a fold by Anthony. That's good.
Read it all over your face, Carl. your eyes light up
And
when you get it.
it looks like Carl still has a chip lead, but not the 2-1 anymore.
Your eyes light up.
I'll give you some of these stinking ones.
7-3 and 9-5. Couple of premiums.
Oh yeah, quality. This is the kind of stuff that Anthony loves, just crap cards.
I think first bet wins this one.
Yeah, and yeah, there it is. And that should take it down right here.
Or not.
Oh.
Look at this.
Oh, Anthony.
Got some plans here.
I think honestly that club is the card that Anthony was hoping for because
It's believable. The flush came in.
yeah, and he may try to bluff this one, which it will work. It went check. I don't understand this.
If you're calling the turn and then you get checked to, I'm like, that's your timing. Let's go. It's your move, ace. Let's go. That's your spot.
That like if you're calling to bluff, you gotta bluff, right?
I have my like a boss there.
And I just realized Nightbot automating some chat. For those wondering, if you look in the bottom right corner of our screen, it says the Mega Moose new gambling channel coming. I have about 20 videos so far. I've been playing a ton on slots, winning like crazy. I made like 20 grand in 3 weeks on slot machines. I know that sounds ridiculous. And I've commissioned a graphic designer to build a whole new stream package, which should start next week and take 3 weeks to build. So a little more fun. We got poker on one channel and then a new channel called Mega Moose for gambling, blackjack, slots, all kinds of crazy shit. So a little more entertainment for you guys, hopefully in a month or so. And that's the logo, the moose that you see on the screen. We designed that one. Queen 10 over here for Anthony. And what did Carl have? Ace 9?
Ace 9, you got it. So 2 very playable hands, especially heads up.
Carl goes upstairs.
Yeah, it makes a little raisy daisy.
That is so fun. I was just about to say, as soon as Chris is done speaking, I'm going to say that.
Yeah, we got a call. What's that, Jack?
Both players miss.
Both of them missed, but Carl needs to take no. Yeah, Carl needs to be more aggressive in this spot, especially with him being the pre-flop aggressor.
Yeah.
He has a chip lead.
Do you know what I find just as a commentator? Like I am kind of distracted, not gonna lie, with a bunch of stuff going on. But with your match, you guys were playing online, and it showed the value. So I'm used to online numbers. I can see right away and go, oh, I would have bet a third of the pot, or half the pot, or full pot, or overbet. Where here I'm trying to look at the chips and figure it out. So I'm not doing as good a job as I used to for like c-bet sizing. But yeah, I think on this board I would have bet a third of the pot if I were Carl. Or at least just under half, maybe 40%, something like that, to continue up with the story, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, especially heads up. You know, he's got the chip lead. He's got to be aggressive against Anthony. Anthony will fold a lot of hands when he's put under, you know, some pressure. But at the same time, he'll make some hero calls.
So Carl's got 6-7 offsuit, and I missed Anthony's card,
I don't
the
think
queen
he showed.
4.
Yeah, there we go.
6-7 and queen 4.
Queens versus fives and flop in the set. On a jack high board.
See your chat on the screen here. I switched screens to your commentators for today's match. Trevor Orr and Chris Cramp. Little live chat.
35.
King 6.
I saw Anthony had a 10. I did not see his other whole card. Ace 10, okay. And there was a raise on the button by Anthony.
No
Carl is
defend
good.
there. What size did it? I'm surprised. I think I'd be defending King 5 plus, King 4 suited plus. Like it didn't look like a big raise.
No, and you're right. Like a king card really heads up. There's a lot of value in that if it's not a big raise.
Yeah, if you're doing like 2x to 2.5x, you should be defending like King 4 plus probably for sure. King 3, King 2. I mean, it could go either way, I guess, but. Yeah, the King 6, I'm like, that's a flat. I was very surprised to see the release there from Carl.
And you know, I also want to do a shout out to Pookie, who's the dealer. That guy is absolutely phenomenal as a dealer. And, you know, if you ever want him for your private home game, contact Pookie. He will set you up and get you all the good cards.
King 6 suited versus 10-8. Yes, I will concur with Chris. When I was over there earlier rigging all this up, he was very, very helpful. He put this actually a garbage bag up on the bright light beside Carl. There's a window. It was too bright. He took care of that. He was adjusting the camera and then putting the tape for the flop. Like he was right in there within 2 minutes of meeting me, helping make sure it gets set up properly. So thank you, Pookie.
Yes. And King 6 takes down a small pot where it's just checked down to the river. I don't know. Like in a heads-up match, I think more betting should be happening on each street. And you know, just from watching this match so far, I think Anthony's playing a different style game than when he was playing with me in the heads-up match. But I could be just wrong and biased on that.
And if those who are hearing about the heads-up match between Chris and Anthony and want to rewatch it, it is over on the Card Shark Exchange YouTube channel, so you can check it out.
Carl scoops a nice little pot. Nothing big, but still enough to add to his stack.
Oh, I'm checking it.
Got a couple $100 lead again.
King 5, baby. Jack 6 suit. Who's in position? I like both these hands here.
Yeah, and they're both suited hands too.
Raising a call. Yeah, this is like 2.5x. Was it blinds? Yeah, I think. This can go either way. The Jack 6 doesn't hate it. Neither does the King 5. They each have one to their suit.
And straight draw, for, the gutter for the straight draw.
Yes. Lots going on here.
Anthony's going to fire away another one. I think Carl folds here, I'll be honest. Just knowing Carl and his style. And of course I'm wrong. He raises.
Chris with the reads here.
Yeah. I'm a little bit shocked. Anthony is going to defend his raise or re-raise? He's going for a re-raise. Now,
All right,
this-
we've got some street poker being played here. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Anthony pulling out a little trick from his bag of idiocity.
That was a who wants it more right there. I do like it. I mean, Anthony was the aggressor. How does the queen connect? I mean, maybe was it a small flop bet? Like how many? There's a lot of floats on that board, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Very, very interesting one. I enjoyed that particular hand thoroughly. Unlike the online match that you guys play, I can't go back and write hand 37 review. I have no idea which hand we're on right now.
Oh, yeah, that's a great point.
10-8 and king 2.
Now that king 2 is offsuit, so we got a club and a spade, so not surprised. Well, see, Anthony defending that, I don't mind that so much.
This is a board where you can check or bet like 1/5 the pot. It's so way ahead or way behind. Like you have an ace 4 or clubs or nothing. Like it's just there's not much to connect with. So Carl hitting the 10 on the river.
Yeah.
So I see there's a little interest in seeing a match between you and I there, Chris, in the chat.
Is that in our chat?
Yes, it is. A couple of old geezers that I think we just got called too, by the way.
by Rob? Isn't he older than both of us?
I'm quite certain he is, but you know, whatever. How's the hair? The receding hairline? How we doing? Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at the neck hair. I need a haircut in a bad way. I'm 64, by the way, guys. So
I would just like to point out that you and I both have more facial hair than Rob has on his entire body. So
he doesn't look like a swimmer, but his hair sure is. His hairless body is definitely like a swimmer.
Funny side note, Aaron told him to grow a head of hair the other day. So.
We got a question in the chat from Mr. Castleman. Is it $2,000 per match or $2K for the best of? It is a winner take all for $2,000 total. Unless I'm seriously mistaken, in which case I should adjust the graphics. But I'm pretty sure it's just best of 3, winner gets $2,000. Ace 3, ace jack. All right, we got a open and a defend. Pretty standard so far. These are the type of boards where if you've got the ace jack or the ace 10, you completely whiff, but you're already repping a big hand. I like to go bet.
Yeah.
Especially when you drill it, because it's super. You drill the nuts and you hit that gutter.
You went to talk to people and like, oh, you gotta have
Now, Anthony likes to say that he's got a dead read on Carl, and you'll watch him occasionally like trying to stare into Carl's soul, like he knows he's got a dead read on him. And I think Anthony is dead wrong, in my opinion. But let's see how this all unfolds with his laydowns and his hero calls.
King 8 and ace 4.
Carl's thinking about it. Oh, I thought we were.
Speaking of 8s.
Wow. Okay. Look at that smile on Anthony's face. He knows he just flopped the best of it and comes from behind to go in front.
Check.
Now he boats up. And I don't know how there's not chips going in here.
What did Carl have again?
He's got an ace.
So he has the ace high on that double paired board. You're gonna get paid off by some 8 high. I mean, do you bet? It's one of those boards you can go bet on the 8-8-6-6, or you can go bet check, but it's like you're saying you got an 8 or a 6, or you're not. So I like doing it with both. Like I think I'd do the bet. Carl was good enough to float twice with the ace high, or call twice with the ace high.
Carl's probably going to fold here. Honestly, he doesn't do a lot of ace high calls. Personally, I would call in this spot, but yeah, he folds.
Yeah, it depends on the size of the bet too, I guess.
I think Anthony overbet that pot is what it looked like.
So I'm going to let the cat out of the bag because I realize now it's not in play, but while I was setting up and coming back to the bag of pretzels, Anthony was going to try and time it to eat a pretzel every time that he's bluffing, and he just told me, he's like, don't tell Chris, don't tell Chris. Let's see if anyone picks up on it. But then it just ended up being a bag of pretzels in the way, and we never even got back to that. So I don't think he's doing that. But he said he was gonna try it. That's a lot going on. I gotta remember to eat. I'm bluffing. Shit. Oh, what? Didn't happen.
Sometimes Anthony's ideas are just absolutely ridiculous.
Another question in the chat here from Eric. Who are the next contestants and how did this match come about? I don't know how this one came about. I think you've been more in the mix there lately than I there, Chris. Do you know how this one came to be?
Yeah, literally, it was Anthony saying to Carl, I could beat you in a heads-up match, and Carl's like, bitch, no. And then it turned into this, so...
Challenge accepted. Yeah.
Yeah. So Anthony threw down the gauntlet, and Carl was like, done. Locked and loaded.
Yeah, there's been some smack talk when Carl met me to get everything set up. He's like, I'm here for the free money. Like, hey, someone wants to give you free money, you can't say no. So.
An 8's not scary versus this.
Part 2 of the question: who are the next contestants? I don't know, but I feel like we're picking up steam because your match with Anthony was what, back in December? Is that right?
That was, yeah, no, gosh, it must have been around December.
Yeah, it was close to the Christmas break or shortly after, if it was.
Yeah.
And that one was good, but we did that using the app. This one's fun live, and like it's the first time using the cameras. Carl, what happened, guys? I have there's 4 cameras there, plus my cam and the Chris's cam. There's a lot going on, and Carl's laptop would only take 2 cameras at once. And whenever I put the third one in, one of the ones that was working wouldn't. So I don't know if it's a power issue or whatever. But I've got a beast of a tower here and everything else, so I didn't mind. Like, I picked up all new cameras and then a USB hub and tried to rig it all up, and it didn't work, which is why we have Anthony's phone running a stream so I could grab the graphics here. But more than likely, I'm going to be setting this up at my place too, because it's just fun. So I don't know who the next contestants will be, to answer your question, Eric, but I imagine there'll be more, and probably more frequently now that we kind of know how it all works. This is our first time trying it, and it's not too shabby, so it'll only get better as we do it again and again, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Who knows? Might be a couple of old geezers playing some heads up.
You know, I would love to see you and Aaron Musey play a heads-up match, and
I did once after a Christmas party, but it was short-lived and 4 a.m. We're both drunk. I think he took a cab home.
I think that would be a fun match. I'm not gonna lie. You guys are both creative players. You have some tricks up your sleeves. That would be a good one.
I would enjoy being in front of the camera or whatnot, being just a player. If we have someone also as technically savvy, not that I'm a guru by any means, I just spent more time at it, but if someone from our group wants to grab the reins as far as the mics and the cameras and the chat and all that is concerned, or I can set it up and they just hop in the booth and just focus on the webcam, that's all you need, or your mic, that's all you need, then I'd be more than happy to jump in as a player.
Oh, we got the triangle. It's an all-in. This is an interesting hand because it's King 10 versus Pocket 10s. Guaranteed, Carl is folding this hand. He's just gonna, he's just gonna, Hollywood this a little bit.
Just gonna step over for 1 second. I got a little message here in my second system over here. Give me a sec.
Yep.
He wants to know if it'll.
Yeah. Anthony's stacking his chips, trying to show how much he's got, which looks like it's most of what Carl has, to be honest with you. I think Carl might still be the chip leader. It's hard to tell.
860, 9.
Honestly, I think this is just Carl Hollywooding and trying not to lay down a hand too easily.
I got kings.
So I was just telling the viewers that Carl is just doing a Hollywood fold is what I think is happening right now.
I'll give you like.
Oh, we got. Oh, sorry. There's no. I see the all-in triangle. I have one too here that I queued up.
Stealing with, and there's your little pretzel trick. Got a little pretzel trick going on.
Or
Oh, gotta unlock it. Where is it?
And there it goes. The Hollywood fold. There we go. Done.
See, we got an
Yeah.
all-in triangle here.
You know, honestly, Trevor, the amount of work you put into this with the graphics and the setup, you've done a marvelous job.
Thank you. Yeah, well, it's fun, right? I find it fun. It's like a hobby. I like the video. King 10 again. King 10 and King 10.
They both have this exact same hand
Yeah.
as each other. Let's
Yeah,
see
the
who
video
wants it
editing's
more.
fun.
Oh gosh, 10 on the flop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did
this
someone
will
have
be
the
interesting.
diamond?
I think Carl might have had the king of diamonds, but the way both these guys play, I think backdoor diamonds is pretty much irrelevant. They're not.
Pretty much check to the river from this point forward.
Yeah. You know, we call Carl Chicken Man because he owns five chicken chefs, but we also call him Chicken Man because he sometimes chickens out and doesn't pull the trigger.
Got a raise here. Oh,
Oh, he pulls the trigger with the all in. Anthony's folding this. That's my dead read on Anthony. Remember, Anthony thinks he's got a dead read on Carl. Zero chance. Anthony actually calls here.
all in and straight to the bag of chips.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'll stop messing around, guys. So it's not an easy call, but I mean, it's Anthony's up a match too, right? So you
Yeah.
you have that cushion to go one more game. What is he worried about? Ace 10, like the two pair, 10-7, set of 7, set of 5s, your diamonds are there, 8-9's there, 6-8 is there, 4-6 is there. There's a lot of draws that, like, I think you just got to stick it in here. Like,
Oh, I agree. But my read on Anthony is he makes what he would consider a hero fold.
yeah. Well, here's the thing. If this spot you get shoved on, you have to have some hands that fold and some hands that call. Like, you just have to be balanced out. I feel like King 10 is the top of your, I just have to call here. Like, you have to call some hands. You can't just, I folded all the time or 95% of the time in this spot. It's like, no, you gotta make some calls. This is the hand that, yeah.
He makes the call.
There it is.
And yeah, it's chop. Oh, and I think Anthony's got the king of diamonds. Yeah, Anthony's got the king of diamonds, so he's free rolling right now.
Okay. I got redraw.
And chop.
I know you couldn't hear it, but there's a couple shouts from the players. Redraw. Whoever had the diamond.
And Rob on chat says, I agree. Musey, Trevor would be a good match. And then Speedy Apocalypse, who I believe is actually Musey, says, looking good, gents. I think he's referring to my devilishly good looks. Was that ace queen? 3-7 suited. Carl's gonna make the call. I'm not gonna lie, I rather like the low suited cards. Oh, that's all Anthony. Oh my gosh! Did you just see the chat?
Sorry, I gotta close down my other system here. It's catching my eye. Let's read the chat here. Looking good, gents, from Speedy Apocalypse, aka Aaron. And Eric saying, let's get a Perrin and Anders in a match. There's always that.
I would pay, like, that would be a pay-per-view event. Like, I would 100% watch that.
It'd have to be like checking the cards.
You ended up with
Checking.
We'd have to make sure that there's security so they don't
Too
kill
much
each
muscle
other.
for the screen. Yeah. Too much muscle. It's a problem, really.
I think Anthony has pulled into the lead with the chip stacks just by look of it. Those green chips are the 25s. He's got a pretty big stack of 25.
Yeah, so you gotta imagine what 500, red 600, 7, 8, 800? I don't know. Where's this stack of blacks come from? Did Carl just put that there out of the blue?
Yeah, I think that's just off to the side and not even in play.
Yeah. Irrelevant. You just, hey, I'm just gonna grab an extra couple thousand here.
Yeah. I think it's more or less a power move on
Yeah.
Carl's part to be like, hey, listen, bitch, I got more money than you know how to count.
Yeah, not confusing for the viewers at all.
No.
Couple of kings on board. You know which hand would be really good right now?
King 5. The old Trevor.
It's playable.
Mm-hmm. Carl goes with the bet and a little bit of a call by Anthony. Oh, is that a raise? No, it's just a call. All right, 10 on the river. I have no idea what these guys have. Do you know?
No, I was distracted over there. I'm gonna stop. Put up a wall or a curtain here.
Did not expect it.
I see a 10, a glimpse of a 10 from Anthony. It looked like a 10 of clubs connecting with the 10 of spades on the river.
Okay.
I check.
Anthony does seem to be making. Oh, what's that? 9-6. Oh yeah, that's good. Done.
What if Carl shoves here? Check,
Anthony,
check, bet, jam. What do you do?
Anthony makes that call every single day. I just knowing Anthony,
Then my
he won't fold that for anything.
The 10 doesn't matter. I didn't-
Reminds me of an old high stakes poker hand with Phil Locke and Mr. Tom Dwan, where he did basically the same thing. It was a paired board and check. And then Phil Locke finally bets his king, and Tom makes it like 85 grand or something. Like a ridiculous amount. And Phil Locke folds it, and then someone chirps, "I'll give you any money if you show me better than ace high." I think it was Viffer. And Dwan's, what is it? What was it? Better than ace high? He's like, just put those cards in the muck. Just put them away. If memory serves, it's been a while. But it was kind of the same thing. What if he jams here? That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
You have a
Well,
10, but...
In this hand, Carl did hit the ace. He's got an ace in his hand. And I did not see what Anthony has. He's got a
Ooh.
7-5. Ooh, that's
the nut gutty.
yeah, well, Anthony doesn't like the gutters. He will fold the gutter all the time,
One of my hearts was a heart.
which mathematically actually is probably the right play.
You already got the ace, and I need to run around a pair.
Counting his reds. Putting them in stacks of, looks like 100, 500. So what's Carl have? 650-ish?
Oh, look at that. I fold a queen deuce.
Small pot for Carl.
I read your cards before you even knew what they were. I'm just like, fuck, this guy hasn't dominated.
So what's interesting is Carl is putting the black chips into the rack every so often. I wonder if that's just like a way for them to count the amount of hands that they've done, so they know when the blinds go up.
Oh, okay. That could be using them as a counter.
Yeah, I think that might be what's going on there.
Ah.
Okay, we got ace jack with Anthony. He's going to make a raise, which makes sense, and this should be a fold. Yeah, fold by Carl. 10-4, easy peasy. Nothing hand. Quick little story here. Like, I've known Anthony, him and I've been friends for years, and I make fun of him, but I like the guy. But you know, the first time I met Anthony, sitting down at a poker table, and he was just like donating money to everybody at the table. I'm like, I need to be that guy's friend, and that's how we became friends.
Let's get Jerry versus Anders next. Says, eat the nuts.
Oh, gee. So lots of backstories here.
Ah,
Yes, Anders doesn't play well with Matt Perrin, and Jerry doesn't play well with Anders. So it'll be a lot of chemistry. Let's just put it that way.
not all kids on the playground like each other.
Yes.
679 here. Did I see an 8 in someone's hand?
Yeah, I think that might have been Anthony that had the 8, which now makes the straight. If that is Anthony, yeah, but it's Carl that's betting, and that's a call or a raise. That's a raise. It looks like.
So here's where it gets fun. What if the river's an 8? I love
gosh.
going for the just super straight. I'm bluffing like most of the time. Call for your chop.
Yeah.
All right. I should have taken care of my texts. Jack 6 offsuit for Anthony. Let's see what Carl's working with. The Jack 9 offsuit. I even updated the, it's called Streamlabs or Twitch alerts. So if we do get a new follow or subscription or donation, there is some more graphics that animate on our stream.
Bet he didn't have that freaking queen 10 in his hand. Fuck. I need to fucking...
Okay. Well, it looks like Anthony is taking a little Coke break. Maybe we'll get
could
himself
be.
another, or maybe he's just pounding back some chocolate frosting. Get some energy.
Could be. See, we just heard that alert. I don't know if you heard it, but it says, so shout out to Carl who followed the stream, and another person just followed the old channel. It looks like Michael Keita has followed, so thanks for the follow. But I didn't see the animation, which should have happened, but that is okay.
There's only one freaking 4 left on that deck. Oh, yeah.
Gonna play it again. Nope, it's just the audio. Where's my... Oh, that's probably why. I know why. The animation is supposed to happen in Chris's webcam box. So I put your webcam over the alert. So it is playing. You just can't see it.
It's just my big head's in the way.
So that's that explains it. Yeah. Because yeah, if you do follow the channel, there's just a little slide that shows up and says, you know, this person has now followed or whatever. But it's all right.
I'm not sure what kind of jersey Anthony's wearing. Looks like some sort of radioactive sign. Oh, Anthony Pike's up with pocket aces. Oh,
Are you serious?
Okay, Queen 6. That's gonna get raised, and then
Is that a tell? That's the first time Anthony's ever held his whole cards up that long in a row.
Should be a good tell.
guys, check this out. Look at my hand, guys. Make sure they see this one.
Oh, and he's showing. Oh, and he
Oh.
is he gonna? He's Hollywooding here.
The timing. The
Oh, and
timing.
he takes a pretzel. Oh, he's doing his little. Yeah, he's gonna sit there, and he's gonna slow roll Hollywood because this is. It's unfortunate. Carl's gonna end up losing the match here.
On my phone for song for you.
High hopes.
So he's trying
Look at
to do
this
the,
guy.
Yeah, he's trying to do the reference to Rounders, as you can tell.
They're not even, they're gonna
Oh my god.
slow roll. Carl, you gotta admire the courage. He goes for it with the Queen 6. Just ran right into the goods. The sheets, as they say. He's got hope.
Well, yeah, 5 for the. Not or a queen? Oh
Yeah.
no.
What a setup.
That's-
He did have outs. Well, this is unfortunate.
Can I borrow your phone for a second?
That's the match.
That is the match. So Anthony walks away victor, and
Is it still hooked to the speakers?
he ended up winning more than 2,000
He
because
won.
I bet him
I
$1,000
wanted to play
and
the champ is
other
here.
people bet him money. So actually, Anthony probably walks away from this match. I'm going to guess $4,000 to $5,000 richer.
And then the time
Nice. Some extra money on the side bets. Believing in himself, going for it.
Yeah. And it looks like he's trying to play some music or something. And I don't know why he's not using the Musi app. Aaron should be really upset and disappointed with him.
He told me I'm letting it come through and then I'll just mute it here for 2 seconds. He had mentioned the the songs that he'd like to have played. I'm like, you do realize I can't play copyrighted music on the stream, right? He's like, oh shit. So he had 2 songs queued up. His and then one that he wanted to play for Carl, but well guys, that does look like the match. I guess we should text them, see what else is going on, but we'll let's go back to our screen here for a second. Text Carl, so that's a wrap. Unless 2 new players just magically hop in and we keep going, yeah. That's
Well, we were going to see Rob and Randy, who we call Panda Man, do a heads-up match, but it just didn't work out for today.
okay. I'm just gonna let them know I'll end the stream in 5 minutes. Leave everything as is. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so yeah, that'd be fun too. Randy's been playing with us for quite some time and very aggressive, not afraid to move some chips. So could be some fun matches that develop in the next couple weeks, couple months here. And like I said, I'm excited to rig up all these cameras properly downstairs on my table and get a nice setup going. And I think we could get more matches in kind of a little more frequently. This was off the cuff with the laptop and a USB hub, and things didn't work and we were a little bit behind, but I think we can get some games up and going. It's fun. It's a lot of fun, and then the chat going too, so
Yeah. I like it. I like it. We should definitely make this a regular thing because, you know, I think the commentary, the play, it's good play with good commentary. It's a good mix.
yeah. I believe that's everything. Like they're not doing, there's no post-game interviews. I know we tried doing that with yours and Chris's the last time, but I don't think there was any plans for that. This time, everyone's just strolling around. Surprised that Anthony didn't lean into the camera and be like, just give him one of those. But I guess that's everything, guys. So I'm just going to wrap it up here and basically end the stream. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking everything out. Like I said, probably more matches to come down the road. This one was over a little bit sooner than I thought. We are 90 minutes, I think is what my stream says here. So 2 matches up and down for Anthony, the champ. Congratulations on your win. Carl, better luck next time, bud. Just don't shovel into aces. It's pretty easy, man. Just don't do that. All right, Chris. Signing off. I'll chat with you later once the stream's done. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Sounds good.